Good? What's going on, guys? This is Joe Dickinson. Welcome to episode 26 of the show that still doesn't have a name, but I hope you guys, regardless of the name, we don't have one yet, enjoys these videos and gets value from them. So with that being said, Peak and Point, this right here is something that you have to understand. I don't care if you're an MLM or a network marketer or entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. This is like your bread and butter here if you're selling anything. I don't care what it is. So when I first got involved, actually, my first look at entrepreneurship was when I was 19. I got involved in a network marketing company, and I heard this phrase, but I never really understood what it was. And that was really bad, because if I did, I probably would have accelerated the rate of seeing success within the industry. And I did what most people do, is, they get involved in something, they're super excited, and they go to talk to their friend, and they say some stuff, and then their friend asks a question, and then all of a sudden, bleh, word vomit, and you just smack your friend in the face with this sales pitch that is just ugly, right? Because you don't really know what you're talking about yet. And you're excited, and it's all good, but you annoy them, and then they tell you you're an idiot, or whatever the case may be, and then you get discouraged and you quit. We don't want that, right? So here's a model that you have to understand, and really, more importantly than understanding it, apply it, right? So peak interest, point to a resource. So it might take the form like this. You want to use a one-liner or something that's going to open your friend up to be like, wait, what are you talking about? Or, what is it that you're doing? And at that point him to a resource. Like, stop talking. I'll give you a hypothetical for this. Maybe my buddy Zach, he's a business-minded guy. I got involved in this business, and I want to get his opinion on it. And at the end of the day, I think he might be a good fit for it too. So I kind of want to recruit him, but I don't want to come off like that, right? So I might say something like, hey, Zach, I got a business model I want to get your opinion on. Do you have a quick sec? Whether I say it to his face or I text him that, at that point, Zach's probably going to be like, yeah, sure, man, what is it? If he's a friend of mine. At that point, I'm going to that's funny, so at that point, I'm going to point him to a resource. I'm not going to go try and talk to him or call him and be like, dude, so there's this business, and you do this thing, and then you can earn money here, and he's going to be like, dude, what? And then he's like, oh, that's probably a scam, or whatever the case may be, because you might not be to the point where you can really explain it yet, and that's okay. I mean, guys, quite honestly, some of the people that do the best in this industry, this is all they do. Peak interest, point to a resource, done. They don't speak all about it because they're smart. So if you pique interest of a friend, like I did with Zach in that scenario, and he says, yeah, sure, what is it? I'm going to point him to a resource, usually like a short video. A website's okay, but something that's going to get him information, and it's going to do a good enough job where Zach might say, hey man, so here's some feedback, or hey, this looks interesting, or whatever, and at that point you could bring the conversation to the next phase, which is the closing phase, right, and answering questions, etc. So I don't care if you're, and I gave you a scenario where it makes sense from an MLM standpoint, but guys, I mean, you could, design your own product. Like, for example, right now I'm working on a cool little product that's like a, actually I don't want to say because I don't want to steal the idea, but anyways, I'll give you an example. It's a product that is consumable, all right? So I don't want to just, I hope some of you guys are like, oh, what is it? But anyways, because I just piqued interest, now I'm going to point you to a resource. Ooh, see what I'm doing here? But anyways, here's the deal, guys. I'll pique interest of someone talking about the product with like a short little one-liner. They're like, dude, what is it? Well, I'll show you a video that explains it. Would you want to see that? I'm not going to go all into it at that point. That's the power, and you let a professional resource do the selling for you. You just work on piquing interest. So I'll tell you this, if you don't know what your opening line is, either come up with one, or ask your upline, or look online, or try and put pencil to a paper and think about a one-liner you could open with. And then once someone responds to it, point them to a resource. And odds are, if you're with a company, they probably have one. If they don't, you can focus on making one, or ask us, and we can make you one at the digital marketing agency here. But they're more than likely, there's probably something out there, especially if you're with a company. So with that being said, I hope you guys understand this now and understand why this makes so much sense, and quite honestly, it makes your life easier. Peak interest, point to a resource, done and done. And if the resource does a good job, you're going to make it happen. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the next video. Talk to you in a bit. Bye-bye.